Manifesting Money. 30 Best Ways How to Attract Unlimited Money and Wealth and Live a Happy Rich Life. John Franks. Introduction. Money, it is one of the main commodities that is essential to living life and getting the things that I wanted the most. Although the most common way to get money is by going to work, there is much more to it. While the amount of money made on a single check may sound and look great, there are actually some proven tips that have been accessed by several people looking to gain access to a boatload of unlimited money and wealth. In the end, when it all comes down to it, being financially wealthy in an abundant way is all about living a financial lifestyle that provides both comfort and stability. As a result, one can simply access such success through attracting money in a way that allows a potentially unlimited amount of money simply by following the tips and exercises that will be discussed in this article on Manifesting Money, 30 Best Ways How to Attract Unlimited Money and Wealth and Live a Happy Rich Life. Sharing the wealth. It is known that when it comes to certain things, sharing is caring. Such can be the case in this strategy of manifesting money, 30 best ways how to attract money and wealth and live a happy rich life in terms of sharing, in order to get a new mindset that says, I'm wealthy no matter what. While sharing money typically means making a donation to a single, or multiple organizations and various causes in need, another great option to taking this kind of advice is to tithe a minimum of 10% off the top of a single paycheck. Doing one, or both, of the above will increase the way you think about the amount of money you currently have earned. Even if you don't have a whole lot of money, giving unselfishly to others in need is always a blessing, even when it isn't financially returned. No more debt. Debt is one of the biggest deterrents to being financially stable and having the availability to living a comfortable financial lifestyle. Being in debt is not only a bad thing in general, but it can take a physical and mental toll on anybody who has ever had to deal with debt. Rather massively in debt or just in debt a little bit, being in debt can not only cause stress when the financial is strapped, but it can cause every waking thought to be focused on various ways to get out of debt. In order to attain financial freedom, it is advised to do whatever needs to be done in an effort to break the chains of debt, even if that means selling valuable things. In the end, by getting out of debt, there is more financial freedom because there is simply more money that can either be saved up or immediately spent. Speak positively. It has been said that life and death are in the power of the tongue. In other words, speaking either positive or negative things about a given situation will produce a positive or negative result, depending on what was spoken. No matter the case, this principle can be applied in situations that involves finances. As a result, the way this can be applied to manifesting money, 30 best ways how to attract unlimited money and wealth and live a happy rich life by speaking positively about any current financial situation. This takes the action of merely thinking about finances and speaking life into a positive financial overflow. By saying positive things such as, even though I may not have a whole lot at the moment, there are several unlimited sources available to me, and I recognize that I, as well as others in my life, are blessed abundantly. After positively speaking this, act out what has been said. No more worrying. Another of the Manifesting Money, 30 best ways how to attract unlimited money and wealth and live a happy rich life is to not worry about the materialism of money, wealth, and prosperity. Instead, it is best to place it all in God's hands by trusting Him through faith that He will provide everything that is needed. Furthermore, He will grant any desire of your heart. This pertains to the themed concept of having an unlimited access to money and prosperity, because by no longer worrying about where the money is going to come from, there will be more time to seek out the many available avenues to you. As such, this will also leave more time to make money as it comes. Also, by discontinuing all forms of worry, stress will also be no longer, thus allowing the mind to flow positively, free with no pressure, no matter the situation you may be facing. Staying healthy. Upon seeing the above title of this section, you may be asking yourself, what in the world that has to do with accessing an unlimited amount of money and wealth? This section is just as important as the rest of this article is, if not more important, because without health the daily routine cannot be completed. What this basically means, as it pertains to health, is that health should take precedence over everything else, including making money. This not only pertains to physical health but staying mentally and even emotionally healthy in order to reach any financial goals in terms of staying motivated and focused on such goals. As a result, should there be any health issues or concerns that may cause a potential hindrance to reaching and obtaining monetary goals, they should be taken care of before beginning the journey towards financial freedom. Abundant observations. There are several examples everywhere where things that come in abundance happen effortlessly. As such, there are lessons that can be learned from simply observing the things of nature. This applies to the concept of obtaining an unlimited accessibility to money and wealth, because by observing the things around you it will be easy to recognize that there are a lot of things that experience life in abundance, and thusly there should be no reason why you shouldn't experience things in abundance as well. Through observing the natural order of how nature is able to be abundant, that is, birds flying, and leaves blowing in the wind, the lesson of abundance teaches that these things are done with little to no effort required. As a result, this can be applied to you financially in terms of being able to remain focused on what needs to be done, in the right way, so that the journey of obtaining an unlimited amount of wealth and money can go smoothly. Guarded thoughts. Another manifesting money, 30 best ways how to attract unlimited money and wealth and live a happy rich life, is to keep all negative thoughts out of your mind. The reason why this is so important in terms of gaining access to an unlimited source of money and wealth is because negativity, in anything, can tend to drag a person down. Although the easiest way to avoid negative thoughts that enter your mind through negative things that may be said towards and about you is to block them out of your thought process by replacing the bad thought with one that is positive. By doing so it will be easier to remain in a positive state of mind, and thusly remain focused on the path in front of you. Furthermore, this will strengthen your mind in terms of it being easy to block out the negative and focus on the positive things. Meditation. This may seem as though it is a bit on the strange side in terms of how meditation relates to manifesting money, but by meditating you are simply focusing all your energies on one particular goal, in this case obtaining money and wealth. As a result, along with the above strategy, through mediation you will be able to rid yourself of all negativity and invite all positive aspects of life to flow through you. The best way to mediate in this regard is to think of a tranquil river silently flowing and associate this river in a way that gets you to think about how money can easily flow. While this can be naturally done by doing yoga by a river, it can just as easily be done while listening to an audio clip of nature's sounds, including birds chirping and blowing wind. Any one of these methods allows mediation to get you back on the mental path. Spending wisely. This strategy involves spending money wisely in terms of only buying the things that are needed the most or making smart purchases. While going through this process may sound like a drag, it will help in the long run, so it is advised that if there is any temptation to spend any amount of money foolishly, to immediately stash a certain amount of money in a savings account that you know is off limits to yourself. This way, the temptation is out of reach, plus you will have a nice nest egg for something special, that is a vacation or maybe even a brand new car. This strategy works no matter how much, or how little, you have, and while it may take a little while longer to save up for a trip or something else, saving money helps. Along with saving money, you may also consider buying something and renting it out, thus multiplying the money you have. Respected money. While this may not seem as though it matters much in terms of manifesting money, 30 best ways how to attract unlimited money and wealth and live a happy rich life, but there is a big difference. One way to respect money is to make sure money is cautiously placed in a wallet or purse in a neat manner. This can be with the bills placed in ascending or descending order, but the main idea is that the bills are not just sloppily thrown in the wallet. Another form of respect towards money is found in the credit/debit cards that may currently be in one's wallet. In this form, respecting the money available on each card can be done by making sure all balances are cleared within a short reasonable amount of time, say 90 days or so. Respecting money shows that a person can be trusted with more and also shows responsibility. Spiritually balanced chakras. Much like the results that come from participating in a yoga class or session, having a balanced chakra is all about cleansing yourself inwardly of all negativity and balancing yourself in an effort to become and/or remain stable, confident, and alert to what is financially going on. This may seem weird, but it has been said to have worked for many who seek to improve their financial situations. This method is also closely related to the methods of mediation and the generalities of holistic health, but the end goal is to be aligned with what is going on in a way that brings back or calls one to be completely focused on what is needed/wanted. There is a ton of information on how any of these methods can be done, and this also includes video tutorials for those who are unsure or have never attempted to do yoga-like activities. Live in abundance. Although all of the above discussed strategies are true and can change the way a person acts or feels about something, such as more money and wealth, that is desired, however, it means next to nothing if it is not taken to heart and truly believed. As a result, the one true way to fully understand what abundance is by living in abundance. What exactly does this mean though? This, of course, is a good question that can be answered through materialistic things that one owns, like clothing. Of course, this does not insinuate a wrong idea about clothing, but instead it takes clothing in an aspect of rich or poor. What this example does mean is that it is better to have good quality clothing versus a bunch of crappy clothing that may cause a person to be thought any less of by the way they are dressed. As the saying goes, dress for success. Making room for more. Although this article's purpose is focused on manifesting money, 30 best ways how to attract unlimited money and wealth and live a happy rich life, there is always a need to make room for newer things to be brought into one's life. It may sound cliché, but as the old saying goes, out with the old, in with the new. This concept holds true to obtaining unlimited wealth and money, because when one gets rid of unwanted/unneeded things and, for example, donates old clothes to charity or a shift store, they are doing so not only out of the goodness of their hearts but also through good faith, realizing that more will be returned. As a result, it is recommended to try this method out for you, but first and foremost make sure it is not being done in hopes of getting something in return. Go through any old stuff that has been left unused or no longer worn and give it up to make room for what to come. Visualizing success. In order to achieve success, it must first be decided that you will be successful in pursuing whatever it is that you see is worth pursuing, but it must be visualized in order to believe it is possible. By imagining the type of life that has always been desired, you are able to see what living within that particular lifestyle really is like. In order to visualize what living a desired life is like, place yourself in the lifestyle you have dreamed about living in. While this can be as simple as driving a brand new exotic car that you have always longed to own, visualization can go further by imaging living in a life of ultimate luxury due to the unlimited money you have had access to. This strategy is simple, especially the stronger the desire is. Vision board. While it is easy to think about or imagine living in a life of luxury or experiencing success at every turn, sometimes it is best to have a visual aid that is set up to help you remember of all goals that have been set. The most basic way to continue on with this method is to get either a cork board or another similar board that will allow you to tape or tack pictures onto it. This can be a wall as well. After you have chosen your selected surface, simply find pictures from any resource and cut, or print, the picture that will act as a representation of the things you most desire. These pictures can be anything that is materialistic, such as a new house or car, or even a picture of somebody who is a representation of the body type you would like to be. Finally, hang the picture up and get to work on meeting the goal. Repeated mantra. To some this may seem as though it is some sort of form of witchcraft or something like that, but all this really means is that repeating a mantra is just a way to reiterate that goals are attainable. Much like the method of speaking positivity into your journey, and while it can be difficult to stay positive when struggling, it is during such times that one must remind themselves to remain in a state of positivity. As a result, it is recommended that a key phrase such as, "I am capable of succeeding in everything in order to get the blessings I know I am promised." This phrase should be repeated every day in an effort to restructure the way you think. This is not to say you think negatively, this instead puts positive thinking to the forefront. As a result, it is easier to speak life to any materialistic desire. Manifested scrapbook. Much like the way the vision board method has been described earlier, another similar method of manifesting money, 30 best ways how to attract unlimited money and wealth and live a happy rich life, is to put a scrap book together that focuses on pictures that relate to the goals and desires you would like to accomplish. The whole idea behind this is to not only make this scrap book unique only to you, but to also make it as a type of visual aid to reflect on, in inspiration, as a means to acting as a continual reminder of the lifestyle, materialistic things, or career you desire the most. Collect pictures from various resources such as various pictures found online, in magazines, and other places. After finishing this scrap book, look through it often to continually remind you of the things in life that are just beyond the horizon. This book serves as a source of energy towards manifestation. Journal/blog. There is more than one way in which creating an account of your hopes, dreams, and desires as it pertains to money manifestations and goals you desire. The first way is the more modern method that involves blogging in the traditional manner most are used to doing. This blog should be a private entry, much like a physically locked journal, and can include anything associated with manifesting money and wealth. This will act as a resource that can be continually referenced when selecting on past thoughts, opinions, or actions taken. Another way that the same thing can be done is with a notebook and pen. The same concept exists, but if you want to assure your entry is private only to you, it may be the best route to take. Either way you choose to go with this, the main thing is that you have something to go back to that shows progress. Manifestation poster. Another manifesting money, 30 best ways how to attract unlimited money and wealth and life a happy rich life, is to create a manifestation poster that also acts as a visual reminder of the desired goals you wish to achieve. The poster can be a picture of something you have desired for quite a while, and might be a brand new car, a trip, and money, to something else that is materialistic in nature. The main idea again is providing a visual aid for yourself to reference, and, after looking at the poster, your mind will be able to process the reminder that the desired object is already inwardly part of your life. All that's left is to now make moves towards bringing the object into existence. This type of poster can be made using pictures gathered from online sources, magazines, and several other places, and can be hung on a wall like any other poster or picture. Digital creations. If you are the type of person who does everything on the computer and have some computer skills in turns creating websites or whatnot, you could create a privately based website with the use of a website creation program or template. The theme of this website should be all about you in relation to the goals that you wish to be made manifested in your life. Furthermore, this self-created website should contain a story or two of what your life is currently like, as it relates to your chosen desire, that is more money, and how you see yourself living your life in the upcoming future. The site doesn't have to be anything brilliantly designed or fancy looking, but the idea is that it should convey to you personally what you wish to accomplish and achieve to obtain money and wealth. The site can even be designed like a resume. Artistic alternative. Another of the manifesting money is to create an artistic piece that conveys to you what you would most want your life to be like. This can be done in a way that places you living life in luxurious comfort, living a healthier life, or working at your dream job. The main idea is that you are putting yourself in a position where you are continually reminded and inspired when you look at it. Furthermore, your choice artistic alternative doesn't necessarily have to be visual, it can also be something musical. One particularly good idea when it comes to creating something musical for a project such as this is to make the musical piece a powerful piece that will call upon their powers of attraction every time it is played. While creating your masterpiece, pour all desires and drives into the creation. Be determined. Don't just allow yourself to sit back and do nothing after setting a manifesting money. 30 best ways how to attract unlimited money and wealth and life a happy rich life. Instead of simply thinking about the goals and life you dream of attaining, make it up in your mind to be determined to reach any goal that has been set by doing whatever it takes to reach and achieve that goal, within reason of course. If it means getting a job that pays above minimum wage or cutting back on the little pleasures of life in an effort to attain a more promising future, then so be it. You must sacrifice in order to grow. Good things not only come to those who wait, but good things also come to those who put their best foot forward, making an effort to get what is greatly desired no matter what it is. Friendly support. While the journey of attracting an unlimited money and wealth is ultimately up to the individual who desires it, there may, at times, be a need for help. Nothing wrong with that. If this so happens to be the case when it comes to setting goals, or requires something else that results in you needed to be motivated, then do not be afraid to ask for help from a close friend, relative, or counselor, if need be. The main idea is that, even though nobody knows you better than yourself, you take off on a journey of self-improvement both financially and mentally. Furthermore, remaining positive is key during this entire process, and beyond. Don't just stop being positive after you have obtained the object of affection you have been set on or reaching the goal that you worked so hard to achieve. In the end, friendly support can always be a positive and can even inspire one to move in the right direction. Making money work for you. Another potential way to manifesting money. 30 ways how to attract unlimited money and wealth and live a happy rich life is to make your money work for you. There are several great methods on how to do this online, and although it does require some work, it can prove beneficial in the end. There are scams out there, so be cautious of such sites, but the sites that are around and are legit will allow you to literally make money while sleeping. But there are other ways to do so that transcends the above. Some of the easiest actions to take that result in making money work for you begin first and foremost with paying off any and all credit card debt to improve credit scores. Furthermore, other options include buying up real estate properties, hiring a financial advisor, saving it up. Controlled vibes. There are two different schools of thought that involve how vibes can be controlled and even altered to drawing wealth into the universe, as well as towards one's personal lifestyle. While one deals solely in terms of controlling the vibes that are surrounding a person, the other school of thought deals with the types of vibes that are allowed in. Both of these vibes have a focused emphasis on the positive and stress that it is activated through the way a person thinks. Furthermore, there are exercises that can be done to further the possibilities of attracting unlimited money and wealth. One such exercise is known as the transmitter exercise and requires a person to attract money and wealth through produce positive vibes into the atmosphere, thusly attracting what is desired. Another exercise much different than the transmitter exercise is the gatekeeper exercise, where positive energy is focused in on through the deletion of the vibes that are inwardly wanted. Both exercises require one to be mentally and inwardly positively focused on what is desired. Pursuing passion. This method is related to manifesting money. 30 best ways how to attract unlimited money and wealth and life a happy rich life, because it involves following the passions a person may currently have, or maybe even a passion that was once fervently alive at one time or another. This strategy can relate to anything, however, in terms of how it relates to obtaining wealth and money is that by pursuing a particular passion, not only will it be easier to find that there is happiness found in the rediscovery of the passion, but it will be easier to attract wealth and money. While it may not always be about the money, as in this case, being wealthy in non-materialistic things can prove to be extremely beneficial to adding to the quality of life. As a result, take a moment to think about any of the many passions you may currently have and then go discover them. Deserving attraction. This relates to attracting money and wealth because no matter what amount of either a person has, they should be thankful for it. While it is easy to be thankful and believe that you deserve the wealth and riches granted to you, it is during the times of struggle when you may need to remind yourself that you deserve all the riches and things of wealth that have been obtained, and, even more, you deserve the money and wealth that is yet to come. Remain in a positive mindset and always remember that you should never allow yourself to believe that you don't deserve the good things that are extended to you. This is no way a karma concept, but instead an encouragement that no matter what you will get the desires of your heart. In a spiritual sense, it can best be stated that God will grant the desires of your heart if you will only trust and believe. Make a plan. Of all the tips that have been provided thus far, this tip is probably the best place to begin the journey of attracting wealth and money. First of all, there are several forms of wealth that include monetary and materialistic means. Wealth can also come inwardly. You don't have to have physical things and or money to be happy or enjoy a prosperous life. Although, as already stated, you may deserve it, there will be times when it may not be immediately given to you. However, it is best to come up with a plan in anticipation of receiving the wealth, money, or whatever else may be desired. To do this, write down anything that comes to mind as it pertains to the type of wealthy lifestyle you see yourself in, and commit yourself to achieving all goals towards reaching that lifestyle. Thankfully committed time frame. While this section is one that ties in with the previous section, please allow a moment to state that one should be thankful for the things in life that are obtained, rather it is money, wealth, or otherwise. As it pertains to attracting these things, though, it is advised to start the day out by writing out what you are most thankful for. This list will gradually grow. Next, although being thankful is the most important component in the process of attracting wealth and money, there are other important components to consider. One such component is setting a time frame that represents a selected time a goal should be met. And although it might not be meant, setting a time frame of having $1,000 saved in 1 year or something similar will allow you to physically stretch for wealth, money, and success. Finally, stay committed to remaining thankful and reaching your goals. Accepting attraction. Last but certainly not least, the ultimate manifesting money. 30 best ways how to attract unlimited money and wealth and life a happy rich life is to simply accept it. While this does mean that it may be required to restructure the way you think in terms of attracting wealth and money, by being accepting of receiving wealth/money, you are allowing positivity to flow from you. Furthermore, it helps to consistently remind yourself that you are deserving of such prosperity. Another way to put this is that through accepting prosperous things into your life, you are opening yourself to an unlimited supply of possibilities where anything can happen. Staying positive and believing that this can happen, though, is key. Finally, there are several exercises that are purposefully focused on one staying positive, and, as a result, this is another form of accepting wealth and money. Conclusion. There are several factors that are involved in manifesting money, but it is in remaining positive and believing that such things are available and ready to be bestowed unto you. Although several of these provided tips heavily emphasize these important factors, there are equally a few exercises and other activities that can be done to keep anybody on the right path to success. One such way to reaffirm positive attractions to wealth and money is to create a private journal or blog that consists of any thoughts, plans, and/or opinions you may have regarding your path down the road of success. Above anything else, though, it is most important that you continually remember that you are as deserving of the wealth and money that has been received, and nothing can take that away. In the meantime, continue down the path toward foreseen riches and wealth, always being thankful for what is obtained. Finding Love Manifesto, bonus. Other recommended books.